Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for the gift of today and the privilege to serve our province. Grant us the wisdom to make just decisions, integrity to uphold what is right, and compassion to serve our constituents with humility and love. May our discussions today be guided by unity, respect, and sincere commitment to do common good. Bless our leaders, our province, and all families that we represent. May all that we do today bring honor to your name and lasting progress to our people. This we pray in your holy name. Amen. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kawilihan ng tanan. O mahal na Davao Oriental, langit mo mapaway. Yang kabutayan, yang kapatagan, mayaman ay magandahay. Mas tihain pa kami kumanto, kami mo uli anikan mo.
Pleasant afternoon to the members of this august body. Good afternoon also to our SP Support Services Office, headed by our SP Secretary, Mr. Maximino Nazareno II, and here with us today as the Acting Secretary during our regular session is the Assistant Head of the SP Support Services Office, Ms. Evangeline Plaza. And to everyone inside the session hall, once again, good afternoon. At this point, may I request our Acting Secretary to please proceed with the roll call for the determination of the quorum.
The honorable members of this august chamber are requested to say aye as I call the roll. Honorable Maria Glenda Monetra Batgaitam.
Aye.
Honorable Beverly M. Dayanan. Honorable Harold A. Montes. Honorable Attorney Manuel M. Lipardo Jr. Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro. Honorable Elijah E. Palmahil is on a wellness leave. Honorable Daud B. Linsag. Honorable Stephen Paul L. Uy. Honorable Attorney Maria Lady Hope J. Macaira, Honorable John Erwin G. Montojo, Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo, Honorable Jerome C. Dayanghirang, Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang, Honorable Eleuterio C. Manaytay, Honorable Shanin C. Lintugunan, Honorable Presiding Officer, there are 12 members of this August Chamber present, including the Honorable Chair.
Okay. Inasmuch as we have mustered a quorum for today's regular session, we can now proceed with the discussion of the items in the order of business. The first item.
Next item in the order of business is reading and consideration of the minutes, Journal of Proceedings of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, taken during the 51st regular session held on June 24, 2026 at the SP Session Hall Government Center, Dahican City of Mati, Davao Oriental.
I believe all members were furnished copies of the said minutes. What is now the pleasure of the body? Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. May hapon sa atong tanan. Honorable Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the 51st regular session minutes as well as Journal of Proceedings of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, dated June 24, 2026, before these halls at Government Center, Dahican City of Mati, Davao Oriental. So move.
Okay, there was a motion for the adoption of the minutes and the Journal of Proceedings of the 51st regular session, June 24, 2026, of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by Honorable all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Next item.
Next item is privilege hour.
We are now under privilege R. Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Honorable Presiding Officer, we have two communications certified as urgent by the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang. One is numbered communication number 18-471 series of 2026, as well as 18-472 series of 2026. Again, these are all certified as urgent by the Governor, and this should be considered or tackled under the Committee of the Whole under suspended House rules and be disposed of later on in the plenary under the same suspended House rules, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Would that be all?
There are two concerns, Honorable Presiding Officer, that are part of our calendar. One is the proposed resolution of the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang on the commendation of Colonel Morimoto, as well as the communication coming from the municipality of Caraga on the confirmation of their terms and conditions of their loan, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have already talked to, on the second concern, I have already talked to the committee chair of the Committee on Finance, the Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo, and has agreed that this will be considered under Committee of the Whole and disposed later on under, in the plenary under suspended House rules. Together also, Honorable Presiding Officer, with that of the concern of the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang on the commendation of Colonel Morimoto.
Okay, there was a motion, simple motion for the amendment to our order of business today for today's regular session by inclusion of two communications certified urgent by the provincial governor. That's communication 18-471 and 472, both series of 2026, and also with that, if there is no objection from the members, no objections were noted, seconded by all members present, motion is carried. Please take note, Madam Secretary. And also for the manifestation earlier, proposed resolution 18480-2026 and communication 18-470-2024 will be discussed also under committee as a whole, unassigned suspended House rules. So we are still under privilege R. Are there any other members who would like to avail of the privilege R? If none, we can now proceed to the next item in the order of business.
Next item is question R. Under question hour, we have here with us now Ma'am Jubilin Barba, Principal 1, City of Mati National High School. She is here to personally present the proposed participation of their school in the upcoming Kadayawan Festival 2026 and respectfully appeal for this August body support in this important undertaking.
We already have our guest present here today. Yes, Honorable Lipardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. For us to properly recognize Ma'am Javelin L. Barba, the Principal 1 of City of Mati National High School, I move that we temporarily suspend our House rules.
There is a motion for the suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by Honorable Jerome Dayanghirang and Honorable Castro and Honorable Uy. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. House rules are hereby suspended to accommodate our guests. At this point, may we request our guests to please occupy the rostrum on the right side of the session hall.
Honorable Vice Governor, honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, distinguished guests, staff, good afternoon. I actually brought with me a PowerPoint presentation of our expenditures and basically financial expenditures. I hope we would be able to present it here because persuasion is in the figures, not the wording. Thank you for granting us a few minutes to once again appear before this honorable body. Last year, the Honorable Vice Governor advised us to come earlier should we seek your support. Allow me to begin by apologizing for not doing so. Leading a large public school often means responding to competing priorities, and before we knew it, preparations for Kadayawan were already upon us. In fact, 2 weeks ago, we had already resolved not to participate. The decision was not due to a lack of talent or commitment, but because we recognized the financial, logistical, and operational demands of competing at the level expected of a two-time grand champion, while simultaneously implementing major reforms in our school system and complying with the new instructional requirements. However, as the decision became known, we received consistent appeals from our school community to reconsider. It became evident that our participation had grown beyond a school activity, and it had become an undertaking that the wider community considered worth pursuing. Allow me to explain why. Most people see only 8 minutes on stage. What they do not see are the planning, budgeting, rehearsals, coordination, procurement, and financial management that make those 8 minutes possible. For this reason, we publicly disclose our liquidation reports every after the Kadayawan Festival, including the Sambuokan. You can check them out in our school's FB page. They consistently show that the prize money merely offsets the expenses already incurred. Financially, joining Kadayawan is not an income-generating activity. So why do we continue? Because its returns are realized in different forms. Over the years, many former Kadayawan performers have returned to serve the school and the community as architects, engineers, artists, entrepreneurs, and professionals. The architect who designed our current school gate, including the repair of our SPA building, were all former Kadayawan performers, including the engineer who is assisting with the project. Many volunteers in our senior high school apprenticeship program, which is, if I may say so, the best in the whole region, are former Kadayawan performers. I myself was part of the first Kadayawan contingency in 2003. These examples do not prove that Kadayawan alone produces successful citizens. They do, however, demonstrate that meaningful educational experiences cultivate a lasting sense of ownership and responsibility towards one's community. That to us is the true value of participation. This year, CMNHS has the opportunity to compete for a historic Grand Slam. While the distinction is significant, our primary purpose is not simply to win another championship. It is to continue providing our learners with experiences that develop discipline, teamwork, cultural appreciation, excellence, and civic responsibility, qualities that ultimately benefit our province. We therefore respectfully seek your support. Any assistance extended by this honorable body is not merely support for our festival performance. It is an investment in youth development, cultural preservation, and the long-term human capital of Davao Oriental. On behalf of the City of Mati National High School community, thank you for your continued commitment to public education and the development of our province. Maraming salamat po, and may God bless us all in our shared vocation of public service.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any response from our members of the honorable members? Yes. Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Just a few questions. Maayong hapon, ma'am.
Maayong hapon po.
The first time that I saw you was when we were still in the old SP building, when you were also presenting your case that we should be supporting you. And indeed, I think we were not wrong in supporting you because you got the trophy, being the champion on the second year. And from what you are saying now, you wanted to get the Grand Slam. But more than the Grand Slam, you have presented your appeal to this august body on why we should be supporting you. But from what I also heard, on this particular activity of your school, DepEd did not make any funds available that would support it. Is it because of auditing concerns, or is it because there are other priorities of DepEd that is why they are not providing any funds for this one?
Thank you, sir, for that question. For clarity po, the school MOE does not capacitate the school to provide for an activity such as this. City High, for example, receives 2 million annually for our budgetary requirements at school. However, more than a quarter of that is spent on mandatory bills alone. And we do have a very functional and operational teaching personnel, which means a lot of our budget, the overwhelming amount of our budget goes to their training and instructional materials and the repairs of their classrooms.
I asked that, ma'am, because if I will be in your position, I would have foreseen that even if I don't want to join, most likely you will be invited because you have been champion for 2 times. And I think it's very clear that education should not only be confined before the halls of that classroom. In fact, more so outside. Much more in competitions or undertakings such as Kadayawan. Now, did you ever make any proposal to the division that a provision should be added particularly for purposes of the activity such as this? Again, the premise in asking that, or if at all that is not allowed by COA, then
It is not,
so it's not
unfortunately.
allowed.
It's outside the perimeters of how the budget and education should be spent.
But of course, not only with the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, you also ask for financial help from other LGUs.
Yes po.
City of Mati as well
Yes
as the
po.
province.
Yes po.
Dako bag hinatagan ang mayor sa city sa Mati, ma'am?
Mayor Almario has always been a patron of education and the arts.
All right. That is, I think, already a very good answer. Salamat,
Yes
ma'am.
po.
And thank you for coming back again on the third time. Hopefully, if God will allow it, hopefully on the fourth year, you will still come back para dili nag Grand Slam atong gukron for the fourth time na. Thank you, ma'am.
Fortunately po, after a Grand Slam, you are no longer eligible to compete for the fourth time. Fortunately, because this is quite a huge undertaking and very exhausting, not just financially, but physically, mentally, and emotionally to the whole school community.
Yes, okay, thank you. Are there any other members who would like to also make a statement? Yes? Chair of the Committee on Education, Honorable Montes, is recognized.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. Sa tuang bisita, ma'am. Salamat kaayo sa makanunayon nga pagrepresenta sa tuang probinsya, sa Davao Oriental, and of course, sa tuang syudad, sa City of Mati. Well, the Mati National High School really proven themselves na ang estudyante sa Mati National High School aduna gyud kapasidad, kapabilidad ug talento na dili lang sa lokal nga competition but on a prestigious competition like Kadayawan, always gyud ka perform and top ang atuang Mati National High School. And by that, congratulations, ma'am. No? Dako kayo na siyang dungog nga gikanta dinhi sa probinsya sa Davao Oriental, specifically sa atuang syudad, sa City of Mati. Now, sayod ta nga adun nagyoy dakong kakulangan sa pondo. Pero I'm sure that the contention of the people of Mati, people of Davao Oriental, mutabang gyud sa ngunaning sitwasyon. Lalong-lalo na nga kita ang champion, hopefully makuha nato ang third time na mo champion ta this Kadayawan sa Davao 2026. And para mabutang ta sa usa ka Hall of Fame. Kay matud nimo, if ever kita gihapon ang mo champion for this year, unbeatable na because dili na pwede mo appeal into the fourth time. And I myself, in my capacity, would support in your endeavor and always through education support sa tuwang mga bata na para maka-attend sa ngunaning celebration and hopefully makuha nato ang ika-tulo nga higayon isip champion sa Kadayawan sa Davao 2026. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Montes. Will that be all? Is there a presentation or no more? If we cannot have the presentation, is this the budgetary requirements that is needed?
I don't think it's
Okay.
working po.
So, but perhaps in the letter you're going to provide to the offices of the board members, you can just attach the budgetary requirements that you will need, para at least we have an idea on that. Yes, Honorable Dayanan was raising your hand. You now have the floor.
Yeah, hello. I just would like to congratulate you for bringing honor to the province, I think at least twice, no? And you're contending to be a champion for this third time around. And so hopefully, in God's grace, we can be a Hall of Famer already. And what a great pride you can bring to our entire province of Davao Oriental. And so therefore, I urge everyone to really help, support, most especially financially, not just from all of us here within the confines of this legislative building, but as well as urging all fellow Oriental Davaoenos to be so supportive. Okay? Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Dayanan. So with this, ma'am, thank you for coming again. I have always believed in you. I know, looking forward positively, we're all hoping for the best result in the upcoming Kadayawan Festival competition, Indak-Indak, right? Indak-Indak competition. And we are all here supporting you and rooting for you. Tama din yun. We're also encouraging na hindi lang dito, but I hope all the other constituents of the province would find it in their hearts to at least support the endeavor, because you are bringing pride to the province, no? And rest assured, ma'am, the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan will always deliver the support that is necessary. Of course, kutob ra pod sa amo ang kaya within the confines of the allowed budget pod namo. So again, with that, thank you and good luck. God bless you always. Thank you. So,
Thank you very much po.
so do we have other guests for accommodation?
None anymore, Your
None. So with that, in order to proceed with the discussion of the items in the order of business, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move to lift the temporary suspension of the House rules.
Okay. There was a motion for the lifting of the suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Okay, now what is the next item in the order of business?
Next is first reading and referral to committees of proposed ordinances, none. Proposed resolutions. First under this is proposed resolution number 18-480-2026.
Okay, this is referred to Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety, and as manifested by Honorable Lepardo, this will be discussed later when the body is converted to committee as a whole under suspended House rules.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-483-2026, authored by the Honorable Maria Glenda Monetra Batgaitang.
Okay, this is referred to Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation.
Communications. First under communication is communication number 18-462-2026-1, Municipal Ordinance number 21-12-2026.
Referred to Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
2. Municipal Ordinance number 21-13-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment.
3. Municipal Ordinance number 21-14-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
Next is communication number 18-463-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Social Services.
Next is communication number 18-464-2026.
This is for the information of this august body, particularly the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
Next is communication number 18-465-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Transportation.
Next is communication number 18-466-2026.
This is for the information of this august body, particularly the Committee on Education, Arts, Culture, Science, and Technology.
Next is communication number 18-467-2026.
This is for the information of this august body.
Next is communication number 18-468-2026.
This is for the information of this august body, particularly the Committee on Public Information, Communication and Technology and Media Affairs.
Next is communication number 18-469-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
Next is communication number 18-470-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation and Ways and Means. And as earlier manifested by Honorable Lepardo, this will be discussed under committee as a whole and under suspended House rules. Yes, Honorable Lepardo.
May I ask for a 1-minute recess, Honorable Presiding Officer?
If there's no objection from the members, no objections were noted, a 1-minute recess is declared. Session resumed.
Thank,
You may proceed.
thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have already talked to the Honorable Ruchi and Ravelo, and he's already ready for his concern with Caraga. I was thinking all the while that we would no longer include it in the Committee of the Whole.
Okay.
But he has already prepared the Committee of the Whole report, and so we'll just include it. But however, Honorable Presiding Officer, for purposes of the concern of the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang on the commendation of Morimoto, I would request that the same be no longer included in the Committee of the Whole,
Suspended.
but be disposed during the conversion of this August body into the plenary under suspended House rules. Thank you.
Thank you. Please take note, Madam Secretary.
Noted, Your
with
Honor.
regards to that. So we can now proceed to the next item.
Next is communication number 18-471-2026. This is certified as urgent by the Honorable Governor.
This is referred to Committee on Agriculture and Food.
Next is communication number 18-472-2026. This is certified as urgent by the Honorable Governor.
This is again referred to Committee on Agriculture and Food, and this is both certified urgent to be discussed later under Committee as a whole under suspended House rules.
At this point, Honorable Chair, we will now be accommodating the urgent request from the Honorable Governor, Your Honor.
Okay, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that we convert ourselves into the Committee of the Whole under suspended House rules.
There is a motion for the conversion of the body into a committee as a whole under suspended House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by Honorable Uy, Honorable Montes, Honorable Macaira, and Honorable Ravelo. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. First item for discussion.
First item under suspended rules, Committee of the Whole, is communication number 18-471-2026, referred to the Committee on Agriculture and Food, chaired by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, all other guests, good afternoon. I have here communication docketed as communication number 18-471-2026, a letter from the Honorable Governor Nelson Dayanghirang addressed to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan through our Vice Governor Glenda Monetrabat Gaita, him requesting to enter into, sign, and execute a memorandum of agreement for and behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental with Department of Agriculture Field Office for the construction of one nursery greenhouse for vegetable seedlings production at a cost of 1 million pesos. And for him also, another communication regarding communication number 472-2026, requesting him to sign the deed of donation with the same with the Department of Agriculture for the donation of 2 units motor vehicles for the province of Davao Oriental. So this representation, Madam Chair, is now open to answer questions or any inquiries from the honorable colleagues of this 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, if there are any. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any questions, clarifications with regards to the two communications certified urgent and referred to the said Committee on Food and Agriculture? That's communication 471 and 472. If there are no communications, what is now the recommendation of the committee as a whole? Yes, Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Later, this representation would like to pass a Committee of the Whole report recommending for the adoption of the request of the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang.
Okay, thank you. So the recommendation of the committee as a whole is for upon conversion back to plenary is the adoption of Committee of the Whole report 18-317-2026. So do we have other matters for discussion?
Yes, we have. Next is
470. Yes, both. One in one, in one communication. Committee report.
Next is communication number 18-470-2026, referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, chaired by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This pertains to the request of the Honorable Vice Governor, Honorable Maria Glenda Monetrabat Gaita, for the reversion of the total amount of 2.5 million from the capital outlay of the said office, specifically the account codes of sport equipment amounting to 500,000 and motor vehicle amounting to 2 million, and the same likewise be requested to be made available to augment the maintenance and other operating expenses, particularly account code other MOE. So, Madam Chair, honorable colleagues, this representation is now ready to answer questions from the members of this 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan if there are any. Thank you.
Are there any questions, clarifications with regard to the proposed resolution manifested by Honorable Ravelo? If there is none, what is now the recommendation of the committee as a whole?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Later, I would move for the adoption and acceptance of the Committee of the Whole Report number 18-318-2026 favorably on the request of the Honorable Vice Governor Glenda Rabat Gaita, Madam Chair.
Okay, so again, upon conversion back to plenary, Committee of the Whole Report 18-318-2026 will be moved for adoption. So with that, what is the next item? I believe there is another item, the communication number 18-470.
Yes.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This Honorable Sangguniang Panlalawigan is in receipt of a communication documented as communication number 18-470-2026 from the Office of the Sangguniang Bayan of Caraga, requesting, providing us a copy of the ordinance approving and ratifying the terms and conditions of the term loan agreements, assignment of deposit, withhold out and control agreement, and deed of undertaking signed and entered into by and between the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, represented by the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Ronnie S. Osnan, and the Development Bank of the Philippines, represented by its Lending Center Head, Senior Assistant Vice President J.R. Sigalache, with a loan amount of 300 million pesos to finance the purchase of land for government infrastructure, construction of multipurpose tourism building, and upgrading of Calagta Public Market, construction of storage facility, installation of solar-powered system within the commercial building, public market view deck, and terminal and acquisition of heavy equipment and transportation equipment. Madam Chair, this representation is now ready to answer questions from the honorable members, if there are any. Thank you.
Are there any questions, clarifications with regards to communication number 18-470-2026 coming from the Municipality of Caraga? If there is none, what is now the recommendation of the committee as a whole?
Later, Madam Chair, this representation would like to move for the passage or acceptance of the Committee of the Whole Report number 18-319-2026, favoring the request of for the confirmation of the request of the Sangguniang Bayan of Caraga. Thank you.
Okay. The recommendation of the committee of the whole report is for the adoption of the Committee of the Whole Report recommending for the passage of the requested legislation. Committee of the Whole Report 18-319-2026 upon conversion of this body back to plenary. So are there other matters for discussion?
We have no more matters to be discussed under Committee of the Whole, Your Honor.
Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Before we proceed, Honorable Presiding Officer, may I most respectfully request that the Honorable Shanin Lintuguanan be recognized, our SK Federated President.
Would that be all? Yes, please take note the presence of Board Member Shanine Lintugonan.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that we convert back ourselves into the committee, into the plenary under the same suspended House rules.
There was a motion for the conversion of the body back to plenary, still under suspended House rules on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by Honorable Uy, Honorable Joson Dayanghirang, Honorable Diana, and Honorable Ravelo. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. We are now back to plenary. First, Committee of the Whole report for adoption.
First item under this period is Committee of the Whole Report number 18-317-2026 to be rendered by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have here Committee of the Whole Report number 18-317-2026 with subject communications number 18-471 and 472-2026, the urgent request from the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang for an authority to represent for and on behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental to enter into, sign, and execute undertakings with the Department of Agriculture Field Office, deed of donation for the 2 vehicles, and a memorandum of agreement for the construction of 1 nursery greenhouse for vegetable seedling production. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee of the whole report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee of the Whole Report number 18-317-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee of the Whole Report is hereby adopted by this Council.
Next is Committee of the Whole Report number 18-318-2026 to be rendered by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee of the Whole Report number 18-318-2026 with subject proposed resolution number 18-483-2026. Proposed resolution number 18-483-2026 pertains to the request of the Honorable Vice Governor Glenda Monetra Batgaita for the reversion of the total amount of 2.5 million from the capital outlay of the said office, especially the account codes of sports equipment, $500,000, motor vehicle, 2 million. And the same likewise be made available for other MOE. And the requested fund is available as duly certified the Provincial Budget Officer per certification dated July 7, 2026. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report number 18-318-2026 and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee of the Whole Report number 18-318-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by Honorable Lipardo, Honorable Castro, and Honorable Uy, Honorable Montojo. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee of the Whole Report is hereby adopted by this Council.
Next is Committee of the Whole Report number 18-319-2026 to be rendered once again by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee of the Whole Report number 18-319-2026 with subject communications number 18-470-2026, a letter from SB Secretary Mr. Danny G. Escalante of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, submitting the Municipal Ordinance number 11, series of 2026, docketed as communication number 18470, Municipal Ordinance 11, an ordinance approving and ratifying the terms and conditions of the term loan agreements, assignment of deposit with holdout and control agreement and deed of undertaking signed and entered into by and between the Municipality of Caraga and the Development Bank of the Philippines relative to the approved borrowing of the said local government unit to finance various projects amounting to 300 million pesos. The same was enacted by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Caraga on July 2, 2026 and subsequently approved by the Mayor on July 6, 2026. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this Committee of the Whole Report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee of the Whole Report number 18-319-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee of the Whole Report 18-319-2026 is hereby adopted by this Council. Next item.
Next are 4 proposed resolutions. These are proposed resolution numbers 18-483-2026, 484, 485, and 486, all authored and sponsored by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here proposed resolution number 18-484-2026. Proposed resolution number 18-483-2026. A resolution reverting the amount of 2,500,000 from the capital outlay with the following account codes: sports equipment, 500,000, and motor vehicle, 2 million, under the Office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Vice Governor to General Fund Annual Budget for calendar year 2026, and the same be made available to fund maintenance and other operating expenses with account code other MOE amounting to 2,500,000 pesos, 2.5 million pesos of the same office subject to existing budgetary and accounting rules. And proposed resolution number 18-484-2026, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang for and behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 11, represented by its Regional Executive Director Macario D. Gonzaga, for the construction of a unit nursery greenhouse for the vegetable seedling production at a project cost of 1 million to be funded by the DRF11 under the High Value Crops Development Program. Resolution number 18-485, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang for and behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental to enter into a memorandum of agreement to enter into a deed of donation with the Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office, represented by its Regional Executive Director Macario D. Gonzaga, relative to the donation of 2 units of motor vehicles, Isuzu truck drop side with plate number SLD 619 and Isuzu Highlander utility vehicle with plate number C852 to augment logistical support and the implementation of agricultural programs and projects in the province of Davao Oriental. And resolution number 18-486-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of the Municipal Ordinance number 11, series of 2026 from the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, considering that the same is within the prescribed powers of the Sangguniang Bayan, subject to the Section 123 of Republic Act 7653, as implemented by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Circular number 402, and other existing relevant rules and regulations. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move for the passage and approval of proposed resolutions 18-483, 484, 485, and 486 under omnibus motion. I so move.
There is an omnibus motion for the passage of 4 resolutions. Resolutions number 18-483, 484, 485, and 486, all series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolutions are hereby approved by this Council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-480-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang.
Honorable Joson Dayanghirang is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move for the passage and approval of proposed resolution number 18-480-2026, a resolution expressing high commendation and profound appreciation to Colonel Ronnie I. Morimoto, 0-12053 MIGSC, PA Director, 1104 Community Defense Center, 11th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command, Philippine Army, for his exemplary and outstanding service to the province of Davao Oriental from May 18, 2015 to July 31, 2020, and from November 10, 2025 until this mandatory retirement on July 24, 2026. Madam Presiding Officer, considering that all the members of this august body have already been provided with a copy of the said resolution, I move to dispense with the reading of its whereases and move for its approval. I do so move.
There is a motion for the passage of a resolution, proposed resolution number 18-480, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Joson Dayanghirang, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions, none noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Honorable Chair, we have no more items to be tackled under suspended rules, Your Honor.
So what is the next item? Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that we lift the temporary suspension of our House rules.
There was a motion for the lifting of the temporary suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by Honorable Uy, Honorable Castro. Any objections, discussions, none noted. Motion is carried. What is the next item for discussion?
Next are petitions and memorials, none. Next is consideration of committee reports. First is committee report number 18-315-2026 by the Committee on Barangay Affairs.
Okay, this will be reported by
Joson Dayanghirang.
Honorable Board Member Joson Dayanghirang.
Thank you once again, Honorable Presiding Officer. On behalf of the distinguished members of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, this representation would like to render Committee Report number 18-315-2026. A letter from the Honorable Joseph Michael G. Dayanghirang, President of LNB Davao Oriental Chapter, requesting for a passage of resolution expressing full support for LNB Resolution number 01-2026. Madam Presiding Officer, considering that all the members of this august body have already been provided with a copy of the said report, I move to dispense with the reading of its entire contents and subsequently move for its adoption. I do so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-315-2026 on motion of Honorable Joson Dayanghirang, seconded by Honorable Jerome Dayanghirang, Honorable Uy, and Honorable Lepardo, Honorable Montojo. All members present. Any objections, discussions, none noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is committee report number 18-316-2026 by the Committee on Tourism.
This will be reported by Honorable Castro.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm here to render a committee report on the number 18-316 series of 2026. A letter from communication number 18-434 series of 2026. A letter from Mr. Danny Escalante, SB, Secretary of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, dated June 2, 2026, transmitting Municipal Ordinance Number 07, Series of 2026, entitled An Ordinance Adopting Rise and Shine as the Official Tourism Branding of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and for the purposes. Other purposes, subject present then was the action taken. We had a meeting held on July 2, 2026 at the SP Session Hall right after the 52nd session, regular session of our 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of this province. The present was yours truly, your chairperson, and our vice chairperson, Honorable Rochi Ravelo, members, Shanine Lintugunan via Zoom, and Eleuterio Naitay, Honorable Beverly Dayanan. Uh, Findings, the communication number 18 series of dash 434 series of 2026 includes municipal ordinance number 07 series of 2026, an ordinance titled adopting Rise and Shine as the official tourism branding of the municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and for other purposes. I believe, Madam Presiding, my colleagues has a copy on this furnished with them. So may I move to dispense the reading of the content and subsequently move for its adoption. Thank you.
Okay, there is a motion for the adoption of committee report number 18-316-2026 on motion of Honorable Castro, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried.
Next item is calendar business. First, under calendar business is unfinished business, none. Next is business for the day. First, under business for the day is proposed resolution number 18-481-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang.
Honorable Joson Dayanghirang is recognized.
Thank you once again, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move for the passage and approval of proposed resolution number 18-481-2026, a resolution expressing full support to the Magalang na Pinoy, a Filipino values revival movement of the Liga ng mga Barangay sa Pilipinas as a national call to restore the Filipino spirit, strengthen moral foundation, and rekindle hope, purpose, and unity among Filipino communities. I do so move.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-481, series of 2026 on motion of Honorable Joson Michael Dayanghirang, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this Council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-482-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro.
Honorable Castro is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. I move for the passage and the approval of the proposed resolution number 18-482, series of 2026, entitled A Resolution Confirming the Validity of the Municipality of Municipal Ordinance number 07, series of 2026 of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Adopting Rise and Shine as the official tourism branding of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and for other purposes subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations relative thereto. I do so move.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-482, series of 2026 on motion of Honorable Ana Cheryl Castro, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this Council.
Next item is unassigned business, none. Next is proposed ordinances for third and final reading, none. Next is consideration of other matters.
We are now under other matters. Yes, Honorable Lipardo to be followed later by Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Honorable Presiding Officer, this is a concern earlier in our disposal on communication number 18-462 series of 2026, particularly on second and third items on the municipal ordinance number 21-13 and 21-14, all series of 2026 from the municipality of Lupon. The referral of the second of the municipal ordinance number 21-13 was referred to the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment, while 21-14 was referred to the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety. A staff from our SPSSO confided to me earlier that they were not able to edit the appropriate committee that should have been referred to this particular municipal ordinance, and so for us to make the necessary correction, Honorable Presiding Officer, may I request that the referral of Municipal Ordinance 2113 be made to the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety, while Municipal Ordinance number 21-14 be referred to the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment, Honorable
Okay.
Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you for the observation. Yeah, I think it was just interchange. The item number 2, Municipal Ordinance number 21-13, 2026, is referred to Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety. And for item number 3 under the Communication 18462 is to be referred to Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment. Please make the necessary corrections, ma'am.
Noted, Your Honor.
Thank you. So we are still under other matters. Yes, Honorable Ravelo, you were raising your hand earlier. You now have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to request the honorable members of the Committee on Trade and Industry, as well as members of the Committee on Finance, that will have a meeting immediately after this session. Thank you.
Please take note, the members of the said committees, there will be a meeting after this regular session. Are there any other members who would like to make some announcements? We are still under other matters. If none, what is the next item?
Next is adjournment.
Adjournment. Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Before I move to adjourn, just a gentle reminder to our members of August Body that we will have our gathering after the session together with our governor. And for purposes of the Honorable Daud Linsag, maybe he can join with us later on. For Board Member Palmahil, maybe he can join us via Zoom. I move to adjourn, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There was a motion for the adjournment of this regular session until next Wednesday. A motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all present. Any objections, discussions not noted? Motion is carried. Session adjourned.